Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Melissa. Today in this face massage video, I will not only be demonstrating how to give an excellent face massage with a tool, I'll also be talking about some tricks and secrets to good skin. I'm really glad you're here with me, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to apply just a little bit of facial toner onto my hands. I'm probably not going to do too much oil, and I recommend caution when applying products to somebody's skin. Definitely ask first. You don't want to contribute to somebody's sensitive skin getting irritated and breaking out. And then, I'm assuming if the person you're working on wants a face rub, they're not too concerned about their makeup. But just use caution and common sense. All of that said, though, I have been planning on using a little bit of oil, but the oil I'm using, it's a very clean product. I think it's mostly coconut oil and other plant oils, and it's infused with lavender. And lavender is one of those just phenomenal skin herbs. I personally use lavender essential oil whenever I have a blemish. And it's just, something I'll add a drop to whatever, mask I'm using, or maybe even a drop to my moisturizer. All right, so I'm using a Basalt massage stone. And so basalt is just a fancy, it's just a geological term for a volcanic rock. And so this is actually a river stone that's been, shaped by the river. The only thing that's been done to it is just, a little bit of polishing to take away any rough edges. Although the basalt stones tend to be very smooth naturally. And so I have a whole, 50 plus set of these these basalt stones that I use for my hot stone massage, or rather my low stone massage, which is a combination of hot and cold. And so I just really like how grounding the stones feel, not just to me, but also to my clients. Almost every time I give a hot stone massage, my client says something to the effect of, "Wow, that felt so much different and deeper or more incredible." There's just something really, fantastic, potentially, grounding about, using stones. And so, when it comes to face massage, I think tools can be, just a way to get a little bit deeper or maybe even more precise work. And of course, when it comes to using a tool, if you're doing it when it comes to tools, there's so much relief and support that can come to your own hands and wrists, and especially with hot and cold stones, you're receiving both the temperature benefits and, whatever healing benefits come from the stones, for yourself. So if you're a practitioner, I highly recommend looking into the stone as a way to lengthen the duration of your practice. Okay, but back to good skin. Face massage is one way to dramatically impact your skin, especially, when we're talking about our face. The skin is just a lot more delicate. It's thinner than the skin on most of our body. It's often exposed to the sun a lot more than the rest of our body as well. So it's important to take, extra good care of our skin, both for health and for, appearance reasons. And so one thing massage does for our appearance, is it really can help to reshape the face. A lot of times what we take as aging is just simply degeneration or just imbalance or, just less than healthy tissue. And so when it comes to the shape of our face, good hydration and good sinus health and massage can do a lot to reshape our, the underlying structures of our face so that our skin looks more youthful and healthy and vibrant. So another way that massage helps the skin is it increases circulation. And so as with, every system in our bodies, circulation and oxygenation is really important, but it's especially important for good skin, going back to how delicate our skin is and also, the amount of wear and tear our faces experience. And so one reason that circulation is so important for our skin is that we want to be flushing out any, toxins or excrement or anything that might be getting in the way of the skin being as healthy as possible. And, we don't really, a lot of the times we need to get out of the body's way when it comes to keeping ourselves healthy. Because if we're breathing deeply and getting things like lots of, good movement, then those are all going to naturally contribute to having healthier, more beautiful skin. And so that leads me to a really important point is, believing that you can have good skin. I think there's potentially a lot of emotions that can get caught up in, our skin, the skin on our face, especially if you've ever dealt with acne, or, if you're aging. So I think truly there's a lot of power in, feel what you're feeling and choose to focus on the healthy skin you do have, affirm your body's capacity for healthy skin. Because healthy skin is just simply a result of a healthy body. And if there's imbalance in our body, if there's, hormonal imbalance or blood sugar issues or stress or, if we're not moving and getting, if we have poorer circulation, all of this is going to show up on the skin, or can show up on the skin. And, some of us just are unfortunate enough to have our face be that expression point, right? Some people get, breakouts in different places on their body, so it's not necessarily going to be your face. So exercise is really important for healthy skin. Getting the blood pumping, opening up the sweat glands, letting our skin purge itself. That's going to be super, super, super important. So hydration is also going to deeply affect our skin. Kind of by, default, this means that, caffeine or tea or alcohol, all things that can act as diuretics and dehydrate us, they can have a negative impact on our skin. And so I'm a really big fan of whatever you're doing, give thanks and enjoy it. So, enjoy your coffee, enjoy your tea or your sodas, and, just tuck it away in the back of your mind that if having healthy, good skin is something that you really would like to try for, a lot of the times we can see really dramatic benefits by, those slightly more drastic lifestyle changes, like eliminating sugar, etc. But those more drastic lifestyle changes take a little bit more effort and planning. We just can't, most of us can't successfully, really dramatically alter lifestyle habits successfully at the drop of a hat. Most of the time it requires, a decent amount of planning and strategizing, right? It's not like we're drinking coffee and tea and eating sugar because we really want to have unhealthy skin, right? That's often what we're used to or what we have available to us, or, how we've structured our eating and lifestyle habits around, whatever. And so, specific foods. And I truly think that it is, it's better to eat that cheeseburger or eat your junk food and chew it well and give thanks that you have something to eat, and perhaps plan for lifestyle changes or doing a cleanse in a way that is going to be sustainable, rather than feeling scared or triggered and oh, I'm terrible, I'm eating whatever, and I should just dramatically make a big change. And because that's oftentimes just going to create more stress, and then when it's all said and done, leave us in a worse off place than if we were making, changes, 3% changes, and focusing on positive additions rather than, trying to take something away. So kind of along the lines of nutrition and hydration, something that can be really helpful for your skin is the addition of fruit to the diet. Fruits are nutritional powerhouses. They're hydrating, and if you're adding fruit into your regular diet, then you're naturally going to be reducing potentially your intake of those more harmful and less quality sugars. So another thing that can affect our skin, the skin of our face, is our hormones. And so nutritionally, one thing that's really helpful for our skin, all of our skin, are essential fatty acids. And you can find EFAs, so those omega-3s, in fish, different, animal sources like fish or krill. And also flax seeds. And so one product to consider is a high lignin flaxseed oil. And so the lignins are the soluble fibrous part of the flaxseed. And soluble fiber is really excellent not only for balancing out our blood sugar, but for hormone production. And so a high lignin flaxseed oil will not only give you essential fatty acids, but will help to balance out your hormones, which can have a really positive effect on the quality of your skin. So another thing to consider, if we are going with the idea that healthy skin is beautiful skin, then supporting the body's own natural hydration. And I mean, by this, I mean like the body's own natural moisturizers, right? So your skin naturally makes its own moisture. And a lot of the times, what can happen, especially if we're experiencing oily skin, is that if we're using harsher, soaps on our face and stripping the natural moisture off of our skin, that's going to trigger increased moisture production, which can lead to that imbalanced, oily feeling. And so using more gentle products on our face. Rosemary Gladstar has a really excellent soap-free cleanser. And so the trick is, it's less that you want to use soap to strip oil off your skin and more that you really want to cleanse your skin. And so gentle exfoliants are a good way to go. And then using an alcohol-free toner. So it's just really important that we work with our body's natural moisturizing systems. And so just, experiment with more gentle cleansers and, natural moisturizers. Some people like coconut oil. You can also find, cleaner products out there. And again, a lot of this is coming from an attitude of like, well, let's work with our skin. And so, I invite you to perhaps examine how you feel about your face. And, if there's, it would make sense if you might feel, angry or betrayed by your face, especially if you've had, more chronic, more severe skin conditions, because it can just be really emotionally devastating. Which leads me to the next factor when it comes to good skin is stress and our feelings. So I don't know about you, but I felt myself get, stressed out and angry, and within a few hours, or a day, I've seen, there's a giant pimple erupting on my face. And so, one theory about blemishes or pimples is that they're little explosions of anger. And so, when we have really big feelings, they need to go somewhere. And just because we decide to take our focus off of them doesn't mean that our body still doesn't have those feelings and still isn't experiencing them, on a physical level. And so finding healthy emotional outlets can, dramatically improve your health all around, and, could potentially have an effect on the quality of your facial skin. All right. And so just as an example of a good toner, this is a pure rose hydrosol, which basically means rose water, like a concentrated rose water. And so, alcohol is drying. There's no reason to ever put alcohol on your face. A really classic toner is witch hazel infusion. So just to recap, try to heal your beliefs about whether you're capable or not to have good skin, and choose to trust that your body, if you give it everything that it needs, that your body knows how to be healthy. And we want to improve our circulation, improve our hydration, reduce inflammation. So that means things like sugar and stress, or taking anti-inflammatory supplements, or eating anti-inflammatory foods like dark leafy green vegetables and pineapple and other good fruits like that. Essential fatty acids are incredibly important for skin health. Consider a high lignin flaxseed oil for an essential fatty acid that can help to balance your hormones. And if you think that your skin issues might be hormonally balanced, then, or be a hormonal issue, consider finding a naturopath with, or an alternative medicine friendly doctor who could help you check out your hormone levels. Finally, we want to work with our skin. So choosing a less harsh cleansers, going for things that gently exfoliate our skin, which increase circulation and oxygenation of our delicate facial skin. You want an alcohol-free toner and then a quality moisturizer, all of which will help support your skin's natural, healthy beauty. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I hope that you have found this video to be helpful and refreshing. Please check out the rest of my wellness and healthy living videos, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.
We at WellnessPLUS specialize in all things health and wellness, ranging from yoga and fitness to massage and ASMR. Whether you are looking to target specific areas of tension or want to enhance your general self-care routine, we provide the tools you need to feel better, look better, and live better. We have courses for every level, whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro. Our courses provide a wide range in difficulty to accommodate your evolving flow.
Welcome back to Yoga with Jess. We are going to break down some really essential postures.
We are going to rock out with some of the most essential ab exercises that you need to have the abs that you've always dreamed of.
I've blended techniques to help you connect with students, and you can be a rock star teacher.
WellnessPLUS is available on Amazon, which you can stream from your home on your phone, tablet, or TV. Join WellnessPLUS today and get your first 7 days free.